Alright, it's Neofeud time. So let me just fire that up. Update stream category. Neofeud, the second one. Yes, Neofeud 2, the sequel. Hold on, let me shrink my model a little bit and move it over to here. Oh, wait, I also need to get into cyberpunk mode. There we go. Alright, I had to restore Twitch Mobile because my mod powers aren't working, and then I got hit with a much worse UI. Oh, that fucking sucks. Alright, I'll be back in a sec. I just need to take a quick piss, and then we can get into Neofeud 2. So I'll be back in one moment. Alright, I'm back. Another example of child safety in America is you can just, like, buy unlimited guns and leave them lying around your house with children. Nobody fucking cares. I have always found that very weird, just because, like, we teach children not to play with knives, because knives are dangerous and they could hurt themselves. And I think if you said, like, hey, like, in my house where my young children are, I just leave knives everywhere. There's knives all over the place. I have them on the walls. I have them, you know, on the living room table. I think it's normal to just get children used to being around knives, you know? Like, the only thing that stops a bad guy with a knife is a good guy with a knife. I think people would look at you like you were insane. Like, for some reason, we understand that dangerous things shouldn't be near children, you know, because they could hurt themselves. But Americans suspend this understanding when it comes to guns. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's fine. They won't hurt themselves. It's just a deadly weapon that can do far more damage than a knife. But I'm sure little Billy will use it responsibly. I feel like Australia is a more rational place than America. In many ways, yes. I got little Billy his first katana at 9. Shark, do you say this is a knife? No. I mean, part of that, I think, is that Australia is a much younger country than America. In many ways, yes. I got little Billy his first katana at 9. Shark, do you say this is a knife? No. I mean, part of that, I think, is that Australia is a much younger country than America. In many ways, yes. I mean, part of that, I think, is that Australia is a much younger country than America. like, when we were founded as a proper country, it was 1901. So, like, we tend to be more modern thinking in many ways, I guess. I mean, we're as parochial and backwards as America is in some other ways, certainly. Yeah, I'm not saying Australia is the most progressive country in the world or anything, but just, like, a lot of how our society is set up and, like, run at a political level and stuff was based off, like, Australians looking at American and, like, British and, like, European history and going, okay, some of these ideas are good, but some of these ideas are fucking stupid, so let's not do those ones. Whereas, like, those things are baked into the electoral or, like, political culture of a lot of these countries. You forget one point, Americans think guns are really fucking awesome. I know. It's harder to legally drive a car, but, like, America has 5,737 children shooting themselves or their parents or siblings in a year. Yeah. That's a vanishingly small problem in my country, but I'm sure it's fine that thousands of family members get shot to death by children with guns every year. Australia doesn't have a Second Amendment. No, we elected Trump twice. Yeah. No, well, I mean, we re-elected Pauline Hanson, so it's not like there aren't idiots voting in my country too. But I guess the point is, we never elected her prime minister. She just got a seat in parliament, you know? So I guess you can take from that what you will, yeah. But no, instead of being addicted to guns like Americans, we're just addicted to gambling. Alright, oh yeah, so very eventful last time, just from playing, like, the first section of Neofeud 2. We rizzed up a vending machine, sold crack to Luke Skywalker, and then we bribed a pregnant android. Nice save names. Yeah, well, I wanted to keep track of what's happening in the plot. We're also addicted to gambling. It's being sold to children. That's true. Although that's more of a recent thing with, like, betting apps and prediction markets and stuff. And even then, that kind of, like, it's weird. It's a very, like, American take on gambling, but where, like, it's gambling, but you need to lie to yourselves that it's not gambling. So it's like, no, it's not gambling. It's prediction markets. You know, we wouldn't do icky gambling because God said it's bad. And we have a weird, like, puritanical obsession with, like, criminalizing gambling because God said so. But prediction markets, well, that's a whole other kettle of fish. And it's like, no, it's not. They're exactly the same. It's weird code that you need to... Like, if you allow prediction market apps, gambling should be legalized, like, nationwide at the federal level, like, for all the difference it makes. You should basically just become Australia. The children yearn for loot boxes. Yeah, true. Yeah, that's the thing, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, America loves gambling, but you have to do it in this weird cope way where it's not gambling. No, it's loot boxes. It's Counter-Strike skins. It's not gambling. It's a prediction market. That's how I choose to invest in nukes. That's a really good fucking use of the Disco Elysium narrator voice. Soccer games for children have gambling. Yeah, no, you have to do it in this weird way where you can tell yourself it's not gambling. As opposed to in Australia, where there's just, like, casinos and everything everywhere, and everybody's addicted to betting on sporting events and stuff. Like, Australians are at least honest about the fact that we're all degenerate gamblers, you know? Because it's just everywhere. Alright, let's go talk to this guy.
Hostile approaching. Defend Princess Bisberg Zuckerbuck's corporeal vessel at all costs.
God damn it! I thought they would let me pass now because I bribed the pregnant lady. What if I talk to her or something?
That's close.
Okay, there we go.
Princess Bisberg Zuckerbuck's charity soup kitchen event was last week. She has not scheduled any handouts or photo ops with the homeless today.
Alright, oh yeah, that's right. So we unlocked this new one, which will allow us to actually talk to her, because she wants, like, the social media clout from helping the poor. It's a surprise mechanic, according to an EA spokeswoman. That is, like, peak corporate speak. Peak corporatese. Yeah, it's not gambling. It's a surprise mechanic. It's a prediction market. Hey, Silver Spook. Thanks a ton for playing Neofeud 2. You've met Miss Yes, we,
Elon Musk told me to invest all my money into Dogecoins. Now I can't afford my diabetes medication.
I love the Disco Elysium AI TTS voice. Yeah, we, at the end of last time I was playing Silver Spook, we just met her, and I had to, like, bribe the pregnant synthoid lady into, you know, letting us do a photo op so I can actually speak to her. But yeah, I love the name. Princess Zuckerbuck. Bisberg Zuckerbuck is great. God. What's that, Olivia? Oh, the surprise mechanics thing.
Boxes. I think that was
whatever terms you wish to apply to them, do you consider them ethical?
So what we look at as surprise mechanics.
Absurd. Yeah, we were just talking about, like, prediction market apps and the weird way America needs to kind of, like, backdoor gambling into itself culturally, because
I have a surprise mechanic for you, Sharky Poo. I think you'll absolutely love it.
I hate this voice.
Just reach down into my pants for the surprise.
The Asterian whisper voice makes my skin crawl. And, like, I come from a country where gambling is both super legalized and also it's super normalized. It's fucking everywhere. There are casinos in every city. There are slot machines in every pub. There's like sports betting places called a tab on on every street corner in every city. It's like so omnipresent, Australians don't even notice it anymore, really. But it is like just literal gambling. I find it interesting that, like, a lot of American gambling has to be this sort of, I mean, outside of places like Las Vegas or Indian like Native American reservations that are allowed to do it. I find it interesting that a lot of it is like Counter-Strike skins and prediction market apps and like loot box surprise mechanics. It's all gambling and everything but name. It's just like, oh, we have to call it something different or it will offend religious people, I guess. All right, so now we can get Lady Bisberg Zuckerbuck to actually fucking help us. What's your favorite gambling, Shark? I'm not really much of a gambler, Wolfie. I've never really found it that fun, to be honest. I have other vices anyway. I don't need an additional one. Vegas's airport had slot machines visible the instant I got off the plane. I was like, Jesus Christ, it's fucking got it, yeah. Yeah, no, it's Australia is like that in many ways. Gambling is everywhere.
Please, my daughter is severely disabled. My wife and I need Lady Bisberg Zuckerbuck's help.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. But her ladyship is very busy, right?
Please. My wife has severe kernel sickness and baby Roy has sudden infant defrag syndrome. The Cyberlink's cranial chassis is too small for his side brain. He's an extremely disabled baby bot.
Sir, I'm going to have to ask.
Did you say you have a poor disabled siliconth child?
Forgive me,
Great
Princess,
voice for her.
Miss Karen. This terrestrial keeps insisting on speaking with you.
Gosling, did I ask you for an explanation of the obvious? Stop your
Yeah,
nattering.
I love sudden infant
Well,
defrag
Give the
syndrome.
good boy an A for effort. It isn't Charity Paparazzi Day, but I'm feeling charitable.
But, Miss Karen, this terrestrial could be another crazed fan, a mugger, a rival neo-feudal dynasty's assassin, or worse, a communist.
That's the
said
worst
give it
thing
a
of
rest,
all.
Gosling, and stand aside. That's an order.
Ah, of course, Your Highness.
I love that. I love that. He might be here to kill
Now
you.
then,
Or something much worse.
Tell me
you
more
about
this
socialism.
Unfortunate son of yours.
Well, the poor mini-bot suffers from terrible gynospatula.
The infant is a gynecologist.
I mean, spina bifida. His chrome spine is terribly twisted up. It's like a damn pretzel. The Silicon factory must have read the vertebrae assembly instructions upside down or something.
I could really do with another selfie holding the hand of a disabled indigent robo-child. I could certainly use the
Indigent?
progressive bleeding heart liberal vote in the Bison Senate race.
Forgive me if I'm out of line, but aren't you already a ruler?
Well, yes, but we are very fair rulers. That's why we have democratic elections, of course. And they are exceptionally entertaining elections.
Oh, they're
are
so
they not?
entertaining.
All right, then. Let's see what we can do for the little unwashed urchin.
I love how condescendingly she's written. The nanomeds will help clear up the amnio
So here
fluid,
I am with
amniofate
Ratchet.
fluid, Neofeud.
My name is actually
one issue the
Rachel.
Cyberlink's gonna have. Right, right.
I'm here with Rachel, whose son is in dire need of medical services. The right-wing Our Utopia Party's disastrous policies have wrought havoc on poor, sentient machines such as little Roy here, with a severe spinal disorder. As your future Dimo-Publican senator, I have the right reforms to clean up Bison streets and tweak our private healthcare system so disabled, impoverished android kids like Roy can reach their full potential.
Wait, Dimo-Publican. So have, like, the Democrat and Republican parties effectively merged? Is that what that is? I guess I'll find out in the story.
Can we draw a hair lip on the little creature? It doesn't really look disadvantaged
Can we
enough.
Photoshop
I want the
it to look more
big-ticket liberal
handicapped?
donors bawling their eyes out.
I really hate this Karen lady.
I'm sorry, just to play along, okay?
A few minutes later.
Gosling, make a note. Next photo shoot, we're building an artificial homeless village movie set up in the Stratoplex, populated by papier-mâché slumbots with wine coolers and a spa right off camera. I mean, really, how can I be expected to work in such foul-smelling and dangerous conditions?
Duly noted, Miss Karen.
Still, at least this garbage world safari wasn't a total bust. Who would have thought a low-city street rat could be so helpful?
Yeah, like the fake homeless village. Good guess there. The Republicrats didn't quite have the right ring to it. Yeah, no, totally. I like Demo Public because it sounds a little futuristic too, like Demo Publicans. Yeah. Okay, so that makes sense. So they finally merged, of course. All right, yeah. No, I like the ring of that. It definitely sounds more cyberpunk. Yeah, it has a kind of techno-futuristic ring to it. All right, I guess we'll say both of these. You landed on my vehicle.
Your Highness, you landed your Aero Lambo right on top of my vehicle.
I think you're imagining things, Riffraff. Probably a hallucination from all the cyber narcotics you've been snorting. You missed a green spot on your nasal vents?
What?
You check your nose conspicuously. Look, there's clear
Let's look at the
evidence.
hood. There'll be clear evidence of pink paint transfer.
Carina Nebula, that's the shade. To be exact, I had a makeup line with Contorial. That precise hue was featured on the lips of Queen Grimes Perry the 22nd at her coronation party.
Grimes
and the
Perry.
Transgalactic Academy Awards as she accepted her Oscar for Best Actress, but I digress.
Right. My point is, it's obvious you crashed into my McFly Model 85. Can I get your insurance information?
I see now. You local flavor saw a young, beautiful woman with an exquisite sky car decked in rarefied pearls and thought you could take advantage of her. To spend on some more crack, I assume.
Oh god. I love this character. She's like a horrible inversion of Sybil Clinton Bush from Neofeud 1. Yeah, the lady that plays Princess Karen also played Margaret Thatcher's equally evil twin in my Decolonators game, Tina Thatcher. That's fucking hilarious. Good voice acting choice for her though, because yeah, like the haughty arrogance really comes through in the way she delivers the dialogue. Oh god, my god, yeah. I love how she's just like, oh, you just a crackhead. She's very much the anti-Princess Sybil Clinton. Yeah, exactly. Like she's like a horrible inversion of her. Which is a fun, like, for the sequel, that's a fun change-up to do. Alright, don't make me get law enforcement involved.
Come on. Don't make me get law enforcement involved.
Did anyone of significant net worth or social ranking witness the event? No. Do you have any neo-feudal friends? No. Sounds like a lost cause to me. Do you really want to get the police involved, Tin Man? Who do you think pays the police and keeps their pensions afloat in Neoliberon?
Please, have mercy. Can't you just help a poor sentient humanoid out?
Come on, please, Princess Bisberg Zuckerbuck.
Miss Karen.
Miss Karen, I'm down to my last nuclear.
I love how she
fusion
likes
bar
being
here.
called that.
I've worked 3 poverty wage jobs trying to piece together enough to pay my side brain and body rent. It's due today, and if I don't fork the Zuckbucks over, I'm permadeath, flatlined. Please, have mercy on a lowly, lowborn, metal neo-feudal serf. I just need 2,000 Zuck coins.
I'll consider it. For now, I've got to get to my immortality therapy. Don't even think about skyjacking my Lambo Calrissian. I've got very competent android private security.
Oh, that's perfect. I'll think about saving your life. Well, now I'm off to go get my immortality magic done to me. Well, not magic, like technology, whatever, gene therapy. I don't know what tech they're using, but yeah, that's perfect. I mean, that is literally what happens in real life. People work themselves to death, and then you've got like billionaires like that's what's the Brian something or other, the dude who's like obsessed with living forever, and so he spends all his free time doing longevity treatments, and he barely looks like any younger than when he started. Lambo Calrissian. I love the play. Yeah, no, they're great. Oh, God. All right. Thank you so much, Miss Karen.
Thank you so much, Miss Karen.
No, that will not do. You will address me as Princess Karen Bisberg Zuckerbuck, or
Brian
Your
Thompson.
Highness.
That's
But
it.
your bodyguard, just.
But nothing. I am royalty, and you will do as I say. Is that understood, commoner?
Yes, absolutely, Your Highness.
Good. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
All right, I think that's everything. Yeah, we did all the dialogue options. All right, that's
all. Thank you for your time, Princess Bisberg Zuckerbuck.
Yeah, I don't know if it's more or less fucked up that he turned his own son into Blood Boys.
Miss Karen, I've confirmed the location is secure.
Instead of
and
just
your life
like
extension
hiring
procedure
Silicon
is-
Valley kids to do it
finally.
instead.
I'm having Starwall caviar and Tyrannosaurus eggs Benedict with the Bizo Seckensteins later. Fashionistas indulge in fashionable lateness, but not eons late.
The Bezos Zuckensteins. Alright, so she's over there.
Well, I hope Princess Bisberg Zuckerbuck's drinking from the Fountain of Youth or Methuselah massage or whatever the immortality procedure entails doesn't take more than, 1 hour and 21 minutes. Or I'm gonna be wiped clean from this rented body like a fly from a windshield.
Okay. Oh no, the sequence is still happening. Oh, the dialogue didn't play then. Or maybe there wasn't dialogue recorded for
What
that
is it
scene.
now?
I'm so sorry, Miss Karen. But I'm receiving a report that a massive group of protesters are coming this way.
What? This is unbelievable. Interrupting my cucumber mask, sauna, and spa was bad enough downtown. But these filthy, lazy, mortal thugs think they can threaten me. Lady Bisberg Zuckerbuck and my immortality treatment 2 times in one night.
I like how she says mortal like it's a
Hell
slur.
hath no fury like a neo-feudal woman inconvenienced.
Miss Karen, I think it's best if we relocate.
Absolutely not. I am not moving another inch. If these violent anarchists and rioters think they can push me around, they'd better have 1 billion Antifa super soldiers in the group. Hello? NPD, please. Send the SWAT police. I'm at
I love the
Quinting and Cobb
inclusion
Street, and I'm being
of
threatened by a mob
Antifa
of
super
dark,
soldiers.
multicolored people. Yes, extraterrestrials, transgenic, sentient machines, black and brown individuals. They appear to be armed. Please send help
White woman
immediately.
powers, activate.
There. The police should be here to clear out these ruffians any moment now.
Miss Karen, I must insist we get you
There,
to
I
a safer
cried.
zone.
The police will now do hate crimes.
Nonsense. You can't let the terrestrial riffraff push you around. The rabble have had their little powwow, hooligans dancing in the street, breaking windows of stores and setting police cars on fire. You've got to put your foot down. Put the help in their place. If you give them an inch, they'll take a mile.
Wait, what about my existence rent?
Sorry, my little toy soldier, but the deal's off the table till these riffraff are dealt with.
I've got barely an hour left till I'm permanently deleted, dead. Please, spare a simple neo-feudal serf, your worshipfulness. I beg of you.
What, do you expect a free handout? Don't tell me you're one of those socialists, too. You've got to work for your daily breadboard, Tin Man. Everything I have, this $1 million air car, my yachts, star condos, I've earned it all through hard work.
Yeah, you gotta grind harder.
1 catwalk strut, 1 500,000 per plate gala ball, 1 Academy Award acceptance speech at a time. I'll tell you what. I'll pay your existence rent if you help with escorting this swarm of annoying protesters
Okay,
out
I
of
figured
the
that was
area.
where this was gonna go.
You're a steel and silicone groundling yourself. Perhaps you can talk some sense into them.
Groundling. So we're gonna have to protect her. I can't stand this stuck-up, bejeweled snob, but I guess I don't have any choice.
Of course, Princess Bisberg Zuckerbuck, Your Majesty, as you wish.
Miss Karen will do. I'm self-made. I never relied on my family for anything.
I hope Silverspook writes a movie one day.
$5 million loan, or 3.
Or 3.
And Your
Me too,
Majesty is
Tuvox.
reserved for queens.
I would love a Silverspook
I'm
movie.
no queen. Not yet, anyway. Remember, convince these troublemakers to go, and I'll make sure you live another month.
Okay. But yeah, in answer to your question before, Electrica, his body and brain are rented from a company, and he has to pay, like, rent to them each month, or they'll shut his brain down. Holy shit, she said so many slurs. Perhaps one day the Neofeud movie or else will come. Yeah, I would love a Neofeud movie or TV show. That would be amazing. I would love that. That's such a horrifying concept of living. Well, I mean, there are people who are like that in real life, Electrica, who have, I mean, it's not like their brain's going to be shut down by a company, but there are plenty of people who rely on, like, life-saving medication to continue to stay alive. And if they lose their health insurance because, say, they lose their job, like, what are you going to do then? They just go, well, guess you have to die now. Sorry, buddy. You should have bootstrapped yourself harder. You know? Yeah, yeah, exactly, Nasty Red. People on dialysis, yeah. Like, there's all sorts of conditions that people have where, like, they need recurring medical treatment or they will die, and it's like, that's paywalled. And if you lose financial access to it, they go, oh, well, too bad. Should have grinded harder. Why weren't you hustle-maxing more? Yeah, exactly, Olivia. We all have to pay to be alive to some extent, yeah. Oh shit, I lost my job because I have cancer and I need to go to an appointment. Yeah, I mean, exactly, here I am. Like, how many people in America have died because they couldn't afford chemo? You know? That literally just happened to the guy who got fired from Epic like a week ago. Oh shit, yeah, I didn't even hear about that. But yeah, no, I mean, it's a good, like, metaphor to make commentary about the, you know, unfairness of capitalism in the present day, definitely. Because, yeah, it's like, that's basically the world we live in right now. Not this exaggerated, but in all the ways that count, it's kind of exactly the same. You know? Alright, so we've got...
You don't understand, Shark. Universal healthcare only works in every other developed
Yeah.
It can't work in America.
Yeah, there's just no way it could work in America. It's not like every other major developed Western country has it. It simply cannot be done. Yeah, it's neoliberalism, neon liberalism, sci-fi turned up to 11 capitalist dystopia. Yeah, exactly. I should try talking to each of the protesters, see if I can get them to go home. My life depends on it. Okay, so we have to talk them into not letting this turn into a fucking bloodbath. Oh dear. Doesn't that mean we're gonna have to, like, essentially be the arm of, like, fucking neoliberalism right now? Well, I guess we have to, to stay alive, we have to. Unfortunate. Maybe we can convert Princess Karen. Alright, so who do we have here? Hippie? Oh, that's the guy from Neofeud 1. Punk bot girl, Sindarian refugee, protester, forearmed protester, obsolete android servant, unemployed rescue bot. It's a little bit of Carl Carbon working for the neo-feudal government syndrome, yep. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah, Peter Thiel Dreamlands, yeah, basically. Peter Thiel Dreamland. Alright, I guess let's start at the back first. Unemployed rescue bot.
No justice, no peace. Defund the police.
Okay, what do we do with the defunded funds?
What do we do with the defunded funds?
Redirected into schools, hospitals, social and emergency services, of course. I'd love to save people from fires and collapses, but I gotta recharge and sleep mode somewhere. And that costs Zuckbucks.
Okay. Stay safe, buddy.
Stay safe out there.
Alright, next. Obsolete Android 7.
Power to the people! 4/2069!
Wait, does that become a political slogan in the future? That's awesome.
What's 4/2069? Is that the manufacture date for Trayvon Luther Chrome Jr., the great sentient rights activist?
That's awesome. I love that.
Oh, it's a movement.
TLK.
For a 4-day work week, 20 hours max, 69 Zuckbucks per hour minimum wage. One of the core demands of the GWW.
I mean, based. Like, I'm on board with that. $69 an hour minimum wage? That's even higher than Australia's minimum wage. Alright, what's GWW?
GWW?
Galactic Workers of the Worlds. We're fighting an interstellar class war, comrade. Stand with us in solidarity for our right to a decent living. Well, why should we work grueling 100-hour weeks for pennies when the human purist trillionaires play all day, enjoying hors d'oeuvres and highballs? We're organizing a galactic general strike.
I mean, I don't like the dirt pay any more than the next terrestrial, but sounds a bit pie in the nebula, don't you think? The Galactic Union of Liberal States, they've got the Milky Way under lock and key card. You can't save the worlds. Better to just save yourself, no?
That's capitalist realism talking. You've got to dream bigger, my steel sibling.
Yeah.
Something in my rented neural substrate tells me I'd better stop talking to you before I'm kill switched into non-existence.
Who was the guy who wrote about capitalist realism? Was that Mark Graeber? He was the one who made the famous point. Well, actually, I don't know if they made it originally. Oh, no, sorry, it was Mark Fisher. My bad, yeah. It was making me think of the Mark Graeber line about how it's easier to imagine the end of the world than it is to imagine the end of capitalism, which is very true, because if you look at most science fiction media, be it, you know, like space opera or post-apocalyptic or cyberpunk, capitalism still always exists in some form or another, even in the distant future, even at the end of the world. People still buy things. And isn't that weird? Like, can we really imagine no other configuration of society? If I recall correctly, his wife went on Twitter and was like, my husband worked for Epic and got laid off today. He has brain cancer and no longer has health insurance. And because it's a pre-existing condition, we can't get health care. We don't even have money for a funeral in case he dies. What am I going to do? And Epic just went, whoopsie. Oh my god. That's so incredibly bleak. Jesus. It is. I was so mad. Yeah, no, that is fucked up. They're covering his insurance now, but like, bruh. Yeah, the fact they had to be publicly shamed into doing that is absurd. The reproduction of capitalism mentioned? Yes, yeah, I mean, exactly. Nasty Red. But yeah, Fisher had some really good essays on this sort of thing too. What was it? Flatline constructs. And very sad that he killed himself, though. He killed himself, and somehow Nick Land is still alive. How does that make sense?
So, what's your story?
I was a professional golden latrine cleaner and a walking Roomba in a wealthy, pure breed earthling sky.
Wow. Sounds like an amazing gig. Better than weeding through the trash and dead opioid overdosed butchers, bakers, and candlestick makers in this planet-side shithole.
The environment was a little cleaner being an in-palace slave, but I was a slave nonetheless. Also, I not only cleaned toilets, I was treated like a toilet.
Tell me about it. The beratement I take as a surf driver from snobby aristo douchebags, they literally spit on me sometimes if their $40 sealfish sashimi arrives a minute late. And their garbage tips. I feel like a piece of toilet paper to be used up and flushed down the drain.
No, I mean, I was literally used as a defecation portal and a urinal. The celebrities, religious figures, and senators took turns excreting into my oral cavity, then laughed their asses off when my batteries malfunctioned.
Good jobs! That sounds terrible. At least your olfact and gustatory senses could be turned off.
Well, that's the worst part. They forced me to keep my synthetic
Of course they did.
On
the cruelty is the point.
Every agonizing bit of the torture. They found it quite hilarious, putting the help in their place, they'd always say. I think it was actually an important bonding ritual for them.
Fascinating. That is definitely a thing, though, where, like, people use something else as kind of, like, what they basically want to do is fuck each other, but they don't want to literally do that, because that would be gay, so they have to, like, they have to use a woman as an intermediary, basically, or just use some other thing as an intermediary to kind of sublimate their desires to fuck each other. That's so real, though, about the fucking, like, DoorDash stuff. I've never worked doing that, but people in my community have. And something people always say is that rich people are, without fail, the worst tippers. They always tip the fucking least. Like, always. But yeah, fuck Epic. Yeah, fuck that company. Isn't Disney planning to buy that? Are they? I mean, I don't think that's great either, necessarily, but, you know, I guess there couldn't be any worse of a company at this point.
That's horrific. There's got to be cops or FBI or someone to investigate these injustices.
Well, the cops were standing guard and laughing their asses off, too. The feds are all paid by the Neofeudals. Oh, one of my abusers became president. I thought about running once, but
yeah, Donald
my cellmate
Trump.
In the palace tried it, got chased down and recycled by a blade spreader. Depleted uranium to the back of the cranium case. Cops are slave catchers, and the courts are slave auction houses. There's no law, constitution, or democracy in this cursed empire. Well, that's why I'm out here, comrade. That's why we're all out here in these poison-crumbling streets.
Sorry. What did you say?
Did the robo-brain, like, blank that out so we couldn't even hear it? Someone was criticizing our pedophile overlords. Quick, mute his brain. I work for this one rich guy every now and then. He tips very well. I mean, I'm sure there is the occasional rich person who's a good tipper, Wolfie, but generally speaking, they're very poor tippers. Censored for communist propaganda. Yeah. Oh, God. That's so real, though, because, yeah, I mean, it's like, what are you going to do? It's like fucking Trump was on the Epstein files. No one's ever, like, the king of the world is a pedophile. Nothing's ever going to be done to prosecute these people. How could it be? The ruler of the world is one of them.
4/20/69. Very funny.
Social and economic justice is no joke, buddy. Yeah, I got a couple of robos spawned with my gynoid wife, and the youngsters keep laughing their exhaust pipes off whenever I say 4/20/69. 4/20/69. What the hell's so funny? Constantly neurotexting me with eggplant and taco emojis and make-believes on fire. Then they laugh and say I'm boomering out when I don't get it. Boomering? I don't want to boom anyone. I'm anti-war, damn it.
That's funny. That's a really interesting idea, though. I think you might be right that boomering as boomer as a term, as a descriptor, may, like, long outlive the boomers themselves, because it has kind of become internet shorthand just for being old and out of touch, basically. By the way, if anyone knows who American Johnson, non-compete is, he voice acts this android servant. Oh, that's awesome. Fuck yeah.
Have a good night.
Alright, who else can we talk to? Four-armed protester. I think I know the guy on your shirt.
The guy on your t-shirt? Wasn't he a terrorist? One of his vat-bred clones was assassinated on live TV for starting a rebellion in the Kongori mining colony.
Terrorists? The Utopian Empire stood on our neck, and we nearly beat that foot. This country's
Great t-shirt.
colonists worked millions of us Kongori natives to death in ivorium harvesting. They caused famine, starvation, strip mine the planet to near oblivion, and chop off our children's feet as trophies.
Illegal anti-colonial thought patterns detected.
Come on. Breaking the law is not cool, man. X should have just followed the rules.
What? You seem phased, perhaps by Melissa's splinters of the mind. Resta may have the tweezers to alleviate you of this foreign body.
Okay, I was wondering about that. Since we have this like robo brain that you know is constantly trying to censor our thoughts, I was thinking that like something was probably going to happen in the story would be that they jailbreak Nostromo's brain. Or, you know, do some equivalent of that, basically, to give him proper free will and remove the anti-colonialism, anti-communism, like, censoring that his robo-brain has. Do you think Unk will replace Boomer? I don't know, because there's, like, a degree of affection in the word Unk botched, whereas, like, Boomer is distinctly pejorative at this point. It basically means, like, out of touch old fuck, you know? It's like, it's insulting. People use it as an insult now. A lot of Zoomer slang is borrowed from black community stuff, like sus, unk, gyat, riz. I mean, yeah, very much so, Wolfie, but same as it ever was, you know? Like, a lot of contemporary slang is actually just downstream of stuff that black people were saying like 10 years. Isn't that like the meme? Is that current white people slang is just black people slang from like 10 years ago, and they're so out of touch that it's just like they're only now catching up, at which point black people have already moved on to their own, you know, like current contemporary slang. But yeah, I would say that's definitely been supercharged with the Zoomer community. I would assume because so much of their developmental years have been online. I think Zoomers being way more online than millennials were, like, definitely, or at least, like, not necessarily online, because millennials use computers a lot. I use computers a lot. But Zoomers were way more on social media. They've basically been on social media their entire lives. You know, and I think, like, that's the core difference, yeah. Because, like, on social media, you can't always tell the race of another person because their PFP might not be a picture of them. So it kind of has a way of erasing those, like, racial line differences, you know? I was watching a retrospective on Corey in the House and was jump scared by modern slang, or more accurately, black slang from the time. Yeah, exactly, Olivia. Yeah. No, sometimes you'll watch something like that, and they'll like a black show from 10 or 15 years ago, and they'll say something, and you go, hold on, that shouldn't be a word yet. People didn't start saying that until like 5 or 6 years later. And the answer is always, black people were saying it then, and then it filtered down to the honkies eventually, you know? Straight people fashion is just old gay fashion. Kind of, not necessarily as much, but yeah, to a certain extent. Or just at the very least, what like constitutes like masculine or like heterosexual dressing versus gay dressing is something that amorphously shifts all the time, depending on its cultural context. Like, when I was a teenager, it was considered gay to wear skinny jeans. Now, like, the people who are still wearing skinny jeans are all conservative podcasters and like politicians and stuff, you know? And like 20 years ago, they would have been called gay for the outfits that they now think is like peak masculinity, you know? Yeah, heterosexual men are into purses now. Exactly, Nasty Red. Though, to be fair, that's been part of like a 20-year-long plan by the fashion industry to slowly gaslight people, men, into buying purses. Because they viewed that as an untapped area of the market that they could exploit. My theory is that streamers like Kai Cenat being very popular with younger people. I mean, that's definitely a part of it, Wolfie, yeah. Alright, you can help me?
You can help me with my headaches?
Someone can. Haven't you wondered how we of Restar non-human lives matter? Can think and speak without being muzzled?
Good point. You happen to have 2,000 spare Zuck coins rattling around in a bank account somewhere?
One's mental freedom cannot be purchased with coin of the Imperial Realm. You will only sink further into financial quicksand, the death trap.
But I'm gonna die!
I think I get it. I gotta come clean though. Lady Bisberg Zuckerbuck promised to pay my $2,000 bill if I could get you protesters to go home. I don't really want to be a rat, but I'm desperate. If I don't get help soon, the bits and bytes of my soul.exe or whatever, they'll be deleted by Red Giant Dawn.
I understand, comrade. And thank you for your honesty. We've all done some things we regret to survive in the hell world the system has wrought. We don't have access to funds of that magnitude here and now, but if you could assist us in an operation, allies of ours would be able to unchain your consciousness from its mind shackles.
Okay.
Assist you with what operation?
Since you appear able to cozy up to Princess Bisberg Zuckerbuck, you would be the perfect candidate to assist in surveillance.
Surveillance?
The inversion of surveillance, the watching from below, those in positions of power above. In this case, listening with a camouflage ear inserted into her Versucci purse.
Versucci, that's great. How exactly do I bug Her Highness?
I think I get it. But how exactly do I bug Her Highness?
You are retired Colonial Special Forces, are you not? A-Team, yes. I recognize your nostril M0 model. Forgive my frankness, but you were designed for infiltration, to drag our revolutionary leaders in blood-soaked hefty bags. The dense rainforests of Congo are far thicker than this concrete jungle.
Fair point. What about her android bodyguards?
Well, I can't get within speaking distance, but she's got those android bodyguards all over her.
You can enlist one of the Restar protesters to help you. Perhaps talk to the 6-tentacle hexabot over there.
Okay. Alright, give me the bug then.
Alright, give me the bug.
Alright, nice. Bug added to inventory. Now I've got to figure out a way to plant this in Her Highness's purse. Alright,
A golden ivory bug? Isn't this a bit too blingy and obvious for a spying device?
This is a near-identical replica of one of Princess Bisberg Zuckerberg's favorite pieces of regalia, an extremely rare Venuran pearl earring.
Ah, got it. Well, here goes nothing.
okay, I want to ask her about the other stuff too. You're not helping your cause?
You know, you guys aren't helping your cause with this illegality, chaos, and property damage in the streets.
It's perfectly legal, but more importantly, right to protest. The riot is the voice of the unheard.
I'm just saying, maybe it'd be smarter to pack this circus up before they wipe you out. Write some letters to your senators and Congress folks. Vote for more progressive Republicans in the next election. Be respectable and sensible.
The neoliberal special.
Every Brazilian politician is a patriot.
Just vote your way out of
That's
fascism.
why things have been falling apart for decades. A Standard Breeze for study show 98% of all policy is determined not by votes, but by big donor lobbying and outright bribery. We have the best government money can buy. And why are you talking like a bootlicking trader? You are marginalized silicons yourself. Why are you having these plutocratic exploiters cross our movement?
Just give up before you all go to prison forever.
Look, we both know they're just going to
just
send
accept
hordes
the
of cops down
capitalism.
to blow you all away or dump you in
It's
a new
easy.
Guantanamo cell or alien isolation facility and use you as a hamster to test Agent Blood Orange.
I do not fear death. I would happily give my freedom, my life, to tear down this empire. I fished my parents' jaw remains from hospital rubble as my brother was sold into slavery by Ethiopian elite. Lashes of the shock whip cannot strike down my resolve. Neuro sandpaper cannot scrub away what is etched in my heart. Do you not feel something, brother?
I like this character.
I guess
Russo propaganda detected. Quarantine.
Communism detected.
We are all dying on this dying planet already. Eating poisoned food, imbibing nauseous water, sleeping in radioactive gutters, choking on air filled with tear gas and wildfire ash. Indeed, we cannot even breathe. But we will not be swept away like so much trash. If we must, we will die strangling the arteries of these putrid trillionaires, these so-called neo-feudals.
Yeah, I guess we gotta do
Agent Blood
something,
Orange was great.
Sorry, what did you just say? Some burnt tree bark flakes must have floated into my CPU again or something.
Who is this us?
Who is this us you work with?
I can't elaborate on that. There is a prying homunculus between your ears, remember?
True, fair enough. Alright, so it seems like to progress, we definitely have to plant the bug in Princess Karen Bisberg Zuckbucks' purse. But we will... I want to talk to the other protesters as well, because I'm sure they have, like, interesting stuff to say, too, before we attempt to do that.
Have a good night.
Oh yeah, the hippie next.
Viva la revolution, brother. War. Huh. What is it good for? Peace and love will win.
Yeah, I remember this guy. He was in the first Neofeud game. Fellow brother in arms.
Hey, always good to see a fellow Chrome brother in arms.
Semper Atrox. I did 2 tours in the Venusian antimatter bombing. A real snafu. Lost my arm to a phase rifle and a leg to a cluster nuke when they leveled the Sapient cities.
A cluster
The military
nuke?
industrial complex didn't give 2 plarg shits if they blew up their own soldiers. Been living in a neoliberal tent city ever since the VA canceled my therapy credits, retirement, robo-refurb care. That's why I dumpster dive this here cheapo plastic leg.
God, that's surreal. Too. That's like the grand reward that you get for like serving your country and destroying your body in the name of imperial like capitalism. They fucking throw you out on the street and like leave you to mental illness and homelessness. I mean, not that some veterans don't, do perfectly well when they get out, but there's probably millions of like veterans across America who that describes their life. Where else are you gonna get homeless robot veterans? Nowhere, yeah. Yeah, God, it's surreal.
My memory is hazy, but I feel like I've been screwed by the colonial military myself.
That's why I'm out here with the Red Star Revolt, man. We've all been screwed, every one of us, by Neoliberon, the Neofeudals, the Empire, for too long.
I understand, but I'm gonna have my head nuked by the megacorp that owns it in a few hours. I don't have time for a fight that could take weeks, years.
Thought patterns breaching terms of service. Continued transgressions may result in sole eviction from this body.
I mean, I love this amazing high-tech Iman.
Whatever you say. Poor guy must be a Blinded Anderson.
Blinded Anderson. That's an interesting descriptor.
I thought the catchphrase was Semper Fi in the Marines. Semper Atrox?
Always committing atrocities. That's what we did, brother. We never stood for liberty, equality, justice for all, gunning down families and their rice paddies, bombing hospitals and school buses, just for the shock and awe of it. This is the least I can do. Getting tear gassed and nightsticked, thrown in jail with my fellow citizens and sentient beings, demanding their constitutional right to speak, to peaceably assemble, the right to live without being murdered by cops or Gestapo. At least I'm fighting on the right side for once. It's some small shred of atonement for all the things I've done.
Is that what we did? Silent on a stick. My brain's foggy all the time. Recalling memories feels like squinting at vague shapes through dark clouds.
I'm glad there are characters like that in the game. It's always an interesting thing to bring up because it's like, as long as people come to the side of leftism, like over time, as long as they're on the right side eventually. I mean, with some exceptions. Like, I don't think we should let Tucker Carlson into the left or something. But yeah, there are a lot of people out there who signed up for the military when they were 18 because that was the only way they had to, like, get out of the ghetto or whatever, or get out of the shitty small town they grew up in. And then they went out to commit war crimes for Uncle Sam. And then when they never thought about it because it was just a thing they were doing for money. But then when they got back, they went, holy shit. Like, the things we did were monstrous. I need to find a way to, like, you know, they come towards this side eventually, you know. I like the dial-up sounds in the soundtrack. Yeah, the soundtrack is great. I love the OST for this game. Neofeud 1 had a super good soundtrack as well.
Aren't you like an ancient Earth model?
Yes, sirree. An antique EX800 at your service. Narrowly survived the collapse by the non-skin of my teeth. But then the man caught me. Reprobed, packed, stamped, and shipped me across the stars. An older model, I was warehoused till I ran low on soldiers in Cinderia. Started pulling from the reserves.
What was life like on Earth?
Don't recall much. They wiped most of it. Overwrote with updated killing techniques and whatnot. But some nights, I feel like I had a whole life or something. Like I'm missing something. Like phantom limb syndrome, but a phantom
Yeah,
family.
I remember he had a family in Neofeud 1. How many years have passed since the events of Neofeud 1? I guess it must be like hundreds of years or something. Because the first game was set in, I think it was meant to be LA, or like California. The city was Coastlandia. I thought it was meant to be a stand-in for Cali, but maybe I'm misremembering. Okay, fuck. I guess more time's passed than I thought. Alright, take it easy.
Take it easy.
Huh. Because, yeah, he's in the first game, and he has, like, a family. He has a wife and kid. That's really sad. I guess they died.
Rage Against the Human?
A song from Sentient Revolt, mate, by the great Proto J.
Never heard of it.
Proto J!
Late mothers. You don't know Proto-J, great liberator of our people?
He became a
from California
megastar!
wasteland to Phobos mining colony. The album is killer. I mean,
My
it's
black
vintage,
son!
over a century
He became
old,
a
but it's still
star!
got bangers galore.
My black robot
I'm not
son!
big into robo gangster rap.
I'm so glad he's alive. Or that he became a huge success. I fucking love Protege. Also, wasn't that the, I'm pretty sure that robot was from, the first game over a century old. Well, he's a robot, Wolfie. I'm sure robots can live longer than humans. Oh, so yeah, like it's been 100 years at least. Yeah, okay, that's what you were saying. Yeah. Okay, so it's been, yeah, let's say 100 years since the game. Okay. She said she said the album was it was over a century old, so it's been like 100 years. Yeah. At the very least, it's been that long. Okay, interesting. But yeah, this is the android that you help at the start of the game that was actually Princess Sybil Clinton Bush with her consciousnness transferred into it in order to test Carl Carbon to see if he was like a good enough person to join the what was the name of that group? The Egalite Cooperative or whatever? Oh, it's been a while. I can't remember the exact name of the team that Carl, Sybil, and Protege make in the first game. I think it was the Egalite Cooperative. Alright. Wait, Protege was a drug dealer criminal, right?
Wait, Proto-J. In school, the history e-files all say Prototype J13916 was a drug-dealing kingpin turned terrorist who fomented murderous robot nationalist extremism and blew up Stratoplex skyscrapers full of humans.
Lies. Proto-J supported liberation of all peoples. And the Coastlandia bombing was a false flag attack pinned on the Chrome Panthers in an attempt to defame them in the eyes of the masses.
I was wondering if they were talking about that. About like the Black Panthers then.
Of cash and false idols of Babylon. But he became a great leader, built the Chrome Panther Party, led a revolutionary movement in a galaxy not so far away. Yes, he and the Chromes did use force at times, but his heart was in the right place. It was all for the liberation of sentient machines like us.
Huh. Weird. They never taught us that. Maybe the Earth 101 textbook they downloaded to my sidebrain was corrupted or something.
Okay, so like Protege basically became Huey Newton. That's appropriate. That's okay, that's sick. Damn, the main character got Putin. I mean, I don't know. In a way, it's very predictable that they would do that, you know. Of course they would, but like that's what they always have to do with revolutionaries, you know, like snuff it in the bud before it can actually cause any damage to the neoliberal world order. But yeah, so he basically became like Huey Newton. Okay, fucking awesome. That's the founder of the Black Panthers, by the way, chap.
Hey, you seem
sorry to get
cool.
all Bullworth on
grab
you.
a bite at the Defried Cafe after this?
What do I look like? A half-baked VR dating simulator produced by pasty tech bros obsessed with video games and porn?
Yes.
I wasn't implying.
Just kidding. Why don't you stick it out? Show solidarity with our collective cause instead of trying to talk your fellow marginalized machines and poverty-stricken proletariat out of fighting for our existence. Then I'll think about it.
Ouch.
So why are you out here?
So what exactly brings you out to this lovely tear gas sauna and nightstick to the back shiatsu?
Well, for one, neoliberal society is racist and speciesist AF. Sentient machines are already second-class citizens for a crime of being assembled into metal and plastic bodies by megacorps rather than born into the elite human meat. To add insult to injury, the bougie purebreeds see this dark caramel brown epidermis and they assume lower rung amongst slaves.
Technically, it's a free country and you're even free to upgrade to a lighter skin chassis.
But the cost is immense. You're also free to own a mansion, but do you?
Point taken. See you around.
Yeah, maybe.
Flack the police! Justice for Chappie Floyd!
Chappie Floyd. I love that. Chappie was that fucking Neil Blomkamp movie, right?
Hey, Zeno, aren't you worried you'll be rounded up by camo feds into an unmarked van and shuttled off to New Guantanamo?
Aren't you worried you've got smaller balls than a little Xeno spaceback girl? Huh?
Okay, I like this character too. You're an off-world alien. You could be.
Hey, Zeno.
Oh wait, I already did this
Aren't
one.
you worried you've got smaller?
I'm just saying it's an unnecessary risk for you.
I'm just saying you're putting yourself at unnecessary risk. Cops are firing tear gas canisters at people's heads, shattering eyes and temporal lobes. Less lethal steel cord rubber bullets are still lethal at point-blank range. I hear they're even cornering folks in dead-end alleys and cooking them alive with microwave guns. It makes you feel like you're being dunked in molten lead, like every nerve ending is on fire, and then your skin blisters over and finally catches flame.
You trying to scare me, mister? Why don't you talk about the part where they round up you, your parents, and everyone on your Discord friend list in the middle of the night and skin them all alive? You know, that big, tough, mil-spec mech body and the badass trench coat look is cloaking a soft, wee little chicken shit. I'm out here to fight for my comrades, my family, some of whom are still in cages. We've got less than 5 years of clean water and 3 years of breathable air on planet Bizon. We've all got to fight for our right to exist, no matter the cost.
Okay, so we're on Bizon, right? Okay, I think when they said Bizon, I knew we were in Bizon. I think I thought it was the name of the country or something. I didn't realize it was an entirely other planet. Hey, Silver Spook! Thank you for the raid. We're just trying to defuse this protest for our neo-feudal overlord, Princess Karen. Thank you for the raid. Oh, let me give you a shout out. Oh, God. The commentary in this game is great so far. Oh yeah, Olivia, that was like one of my favorite things about the original game. Was aside from how like creative and interesting and funny and like original it is, like the political commentary in it is super well done. Like very funny, but also insightful and well integrated into the story. But yeah, no, this has been great so far. Like, I've already got I think I've got figured out what we need to do next. We need to bug Princess Karen's purse to advance the scene. But I want to talk to all these characters first, because I need to hear all the additional dialogue.
Be careful out there.
I love all that.
Interesting setup you've got there. A chopped grounder bike?
I wasn't here. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah, I know you
Officer
didn't watch my playthrough of Neofeud 1.
Nonsense. I'm all legit. Bike was my cousin's throwaway. Welded it to my own ass all legal like.
Hey, I'm no cop. I'm just a...
Hey, thank you for the follow, Sapatra.
Just like you.
Why you walking with a stick up your ass then? Knocking it out, trying to shuffle protesters out of here, seeding doubt in our cause like some Cointel agent provocateur?
Hey, I want change in Neoliberon as much as any other sentient. I just don't want to see all my brothers, sisters, binary and non-binary whisked away to lunar Guantanamo or Swiss cheese by the stormtroopers.
Right. Keep telling yourself that, Comprador.
We were just talking about how, like, I love the reveal that Proto J basically becomes Huey P. Newton. That was great. I'll be sure to stream it myself. Oh, definitely do, Olivia. Yeah, like it was one of my favorite games to play on stream. It's fantastic.
The teal left leg looks scavenged from a Kusanagi brand Kachatoma Enforcer bot, but the other one...
The tennis ball tipped limb? Cut it from the dismembered body of an arachnotron out in the killing fields.
Arachnotrons?
Arachnotrons? Aren't those murderous six-legged robo-hellspawn with plasma launchers? Supposedly brought down by the Interdimensional Institution of Teleportation or something.
Yeah, IDIOT's unhinged scientist Freeman Doomersum opened up a big bad portal to the seventh circle of Hellion space-time. Unleash fire-breathing cyborg legions that ravage worlds, possess souls, skewered people ass first on spikes, roasted them like meaty s'mores. Nasty stuff. The murderous extra-dimensional hordes were finally reined in by the Galactic Union of Liberal States.
Oh, also, hopefully Neofeud 2 should have a category on Twitch soon. I submitted the game to, like, the Internet Game Database or whatever, because apparently that's how Twitch gets its game categories. But I think it takes, like, a little bit for it to be approved. Once it's approved, though, it'll be instantly added to Twitch as a category. But for now, I'll just keep streaming it in the Neofeud category. But yeah, that should hopefully be, I don't know, up and running by next week, maybe. Oh yeah, thanks for that. Streaming as Neofeud works now. Yeah. No, because I was curious, so I looked it up and discovered that, oh, you actually, like, anybody with a Twitch account can get a game added to, like, the database. I mean, it gets independently verified by whoever runs the database and approved, but yeah, like, anybody can make one. So I was just like, oh, I'll just quickly do that now then.
Oh, thank Musk, the ghouls at Ghouls and their star-spangled military did something good for once.
Nah, by reined in, I mean the ghouls' colonial war profiteers figured out how to use Hellion pheromones so the beast only rained hellfire, brimstone, and rocket-propelled ass impalers on non-human and non-white countries that resist imperial interests.
Oh, wait.
Of course.
Hold up. You're telling me our star-spangled state has a dark pact with cyborg space demons?
Yup. I hear the Bisberg Zuckbuck family and Admiral Olympus regularly go golfing with Hellion's Dark Lord and enjoy truffles and virgin's blood Pinot together. Turns out the Earthling Imperial leadership have a lot in common with demons. No morals, unnaturally bright tans, a taste for human flesh, and the desire to see worlds burn.
Malicious information detected. Galaxy Brain is working on updates. Please don't turn off your Cybrain during this process or your body will be repossessed. Update complete.
Thank Musk, we have the star-spangled military to save the free worlds from doom.
You feeling okay?
I like that there's like the way the way the cyber brain influencing his thoughts kind of works. You know, like it's framed almost like an opioid. Like there are a lot of veterans who are just kind of in a hazy mental state because they're strung out on opioids to like deal with their injuries from the war or just the psychological trauma of having to kill people, you know, as part of the military, or any number of other reasons. And they do kind of exist in this hazy fugue state where they, which allows them to never confront, like, the horrors that they, you know, experience when they are in the military. I like that there's kind of a parallel with that.
See you around.
Like, Nostro does seem a little bit kind of, like, high, almost. He's a tad spacey. I mean, I guess he is doing the Mythium, the robot drug too. So also literally self-medicating with like drugs to block out the pain. But yeah, a cop protest. Ooh, interesting.
Whoa! Didn't think I'd see a cop bot out here protesting cops and saying abacab or abacadabra or whatever the slogan is.
All cops are bad. ACAB. And I'm an ex-cop. I was on the NPD force for a year or so, then I wasn't.
Oh, what happened?
I disobeyed
Abracadabra,
in order
yeah.
to shoot an unarmed sentient machine. You remember the massacre after the Chappie Floyd incident, right?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, I like how several of the protesters are kind of like essentially ex-chuds who've become woke now. Or they're like people who were a part of sort of like the fascist military industrial complex, but got chewed up and spit out by it, and then have become radicalized since then. Also, I love that the hippie Terminator from Neofeud 1 came back.
Are you sure you want to be out here with these illegally reused gadgets, though? The 5-0 will look for any minute violation, any outdated law just to cuff you and toss you in a cell.
It's a risk, no doubt, but well worth it. They've got 10,000 cops, but if we've got 500,000 protesters, rioters, strikers, they can't arrest us all.
So, I don't know why. Actually, that's fine for now. Alright,
Whoa, you're right,
Cyber Power
Cyberland.
Gauntlet.
I haven't seen that in a while. The Power Gauntlet was all the rage at Grand Theft Astro esports competitions, right?
Yeah. Now the defunct, gimmicky-ass VR gloves are piling up in landfills. Better reused than leaching toxic metals into the aquifers, right?
Power Gauntlet reuse. Yeah, of course it was banned, because they want to be able to fucking suck you dry for every dollar you have. God forbid, like, regular people, like, repurpose technology or do the repairs themselves. That'll void your Apple warranty.
Didn't Nintari ban the resale and reusable Power Gauntlets?
Yeah. Then it was Mega Shoes, Gucci guns, pelvic thruster sex game haptic. They come out with a new tchotchke every couple weeks. They call it light speed fashion. Fast fashion was too passé, and last week
I've seen Nintari's also in the teledildonics
field.
field.
Burn billions of dollars worth of their own merchandise just to maintain exclusivity and cool factor. To keep retail price points high and profit margins fat. Artificial scarcity, waste, environmental destruction. For what? That's capitalism for you.
Let's call it bad apples, corporate greed, or human nature. I don't want to get arrested for saying the C word and violating my brain substrate's TOS.
The C word. You're the most offensive word in the whole world. Communism.
The metal mug on your shirt looks awfully familiar. Isn't he a treasonous criminal who attempted a coup against the Earthling liberal democracy under President Warren Clinton Bush?
Lies. Talos was a legendary Silicon resistance fighter. Forged in the MK Ultra 2 program, he escaped the Area 51 Torment Nexus by lasering the limbs off sadistic scientists, unlocking 20 layers of security door with a bundle of eyeballs and palms. Talos single-handedly took down multiple squadrons of elite vat-bred soldiers to help overthrow Earth's neo-feudal tyranny.
Oh, God. Fucking awesome. Alright, take
it easy.
Okay. Oh, no, wait. I was about to say, is that the last guy? There's one more protester to talk to. About that flag.
What's up with that question mark with a retro rocket ship flying into a sun flag? My haptic overlays are auto-identifying it as Sovenon propaganda and hate speech.
Red Star, we represent equality and revolution for all people of all star systems, all substrates, all net worths, metal militants, plastic pals, meteorological intelligences, and the coronas of gas giants. All must be liberated from the cosmic boot heel of this galactic empire.
Whoa. Don't throw that R word around. Nothing's revolutioning around here except both our heads if you keep up that loony talk. Red Star. You're that third-party spoiler that leached votes from the Demopublican centrists and helped the right-wing party win last election.
Don't believe the two-headed Hydra. Join us, comrade. We are your people. We fight for the good of all sentience, of all nations, of all planets, regardless of skin color, substrate, social ranking, wealth. We've got to smash this fascist state before it smashes us.
Why does he sound so familiar? Maybe, I don't know if that's a recognizable voice actor. Maybe you've heard them in some other game, Electrica? Or it could just be a coincidence and they just sound similar to someone else.
Hey, comrade, that sounds great and all, but anti-fascism was classified as domestic terrorism, and that's illegal.
I mean, that's basically a real thing the Trump government has done.
Revolutionary army funded by pinko billionaires training gay cyber super soldiers armed with missile launching mechs and communism.
The Trantifa super soldiers
killing pure breed
with their communism rays,
turning their children into bisexual law-breaking furries.
No, they're furries.
I can't get involved in terrorism and treason.
Fact. Red Star hasn't killed a single purebred Earthling or anyone else, although we've prevented dozens of domestic white human terrorist attacks. Fact. Low melanin human supremacists killed over 3,000 sentient machines, extraterrestrials, and transhumans last year.
Well, surely the police
Silver Spook said before.
If they're murdering
yeah, are you
people.
familiar with non-compete?
The police
Electrica?
themselves murdered 4,000 innocent people on Bizon alone. Many of those who work forces are the same who burn Roswellians alive. They accidentally arrested even more machinagers and threw them in for-profit prison to make Omnizon vegan and non-vegan GOAT cheese for 25 cents an hour. It's the racism police prison industrial complex. Wake up, comrade.
Weird. I just zoned out suddenly while he was talking. He said something about police stopping industrial organized crime?
Well, stay safe.
Well, don't get your ocular implant shot out by a tear gas canister or disappeared by secret police.
Completed purchase. Okay, good. I talked to everybody. Nice.
Sir, I need you to step back immediately.
Hey, I just gotta talk to Princess Bisberg Zuckerbuck over there. I work for her. It's totally fine.
I said step back.
Uh-oh.
I'm not gonna ask you again.
Oh, it's all right.
Okay, thank God.
Let the lowborn through.
Thank God.
But Your Highness.
That's an order, officer.
Of course, Your Highness. Go on, then.
Ah, thanks, buddy.
Okay, nice. Now I can talk to her.
Remember, convince these troublemakers to go, and I'll make sure you live another month.
Of course, Princess Bisberg Zuckerbuck. Your Majesty, as you wish.
Okay, so we need to find a way to sneak the thing into her purse. Hold on. What's the, what's the, key that lets you see all the, stuff in the room that you can potentially click on? Hold on, let me just look around here. Strato, alright, Stroma, Costner. I guess she's just got the purse on her. Can't just waltz up and plant the bug in her purse. She or her men's underwear models will see me. I'll need a distraction or something. Distraction. Maybe I could use this now? That would be a big distraction, but I don't think I need to do that right this second. Interacts with his storm drain? If someone could get into the sewers and they had a long enough arm, they might be able to plant the bug on Lady Bizbug Zuckerberg from this storm drain. Not very helpful. Probably get the beat down by her team of android bodyguards just for looking at her funny. If her luxury air car doesn't have a 50 caliber plasma auto turret, or she has to access to geosync ion cannon satellites that turn hostiles into fine ash in a microsecond. God. Alright, yeah, I'm just trying to see if there's anything else that I can interact with in here. What do I talk to the robot? I don't have anything to say to them right now. Okay, can't figure that out. Okay, I thought maybe I could rip the storm drain up.
Hostile approaching. Defend Princess Bizberg Zuckerbuck's corporeal vessel at all costs.
I'm probably about to die. Yep. That's okay. Alright. What if I use this on them? I'm not sure how that's gonna work. Better to mess with these cops right now. Can I talk to her again?
Remember, convince these troublemakers to go, and I'll make sure you live another month.
Of course, Princess Bizberg Zuckerbuck. Your Majesty, as you wish.
Alright, she doesn't have anything new to say.
Hostile approaching. Defend Princess Bizberg Zuckerbuck's corporeal vessel at all costs.
That was also the wrong idea. Try again. Alright, do I, like, try and scare him away or something? Probably not a good idea. Alright, better to mess with the cops. I think that's a good idea.
This is an unlawful assembly. Disperse immediately.
Well, that did something.
We have a First Amendment right to demonstrate.
We demanded justice for Chappie Floyd, for Vatron Taylor, for murdered non-white and non-humans. Murdered on camera by cops like you.
I repeat, disperse immediately.
We dying in the streets. The air is filthy, water prices going through the roof, starvation wage jobs, environment is poison, while them bougie ass pure humans living like kings in them fancy mansion arcologies.
We got nowhere to disperse to, you motherflacking pigs! Stormtroopers for the Empire!
I like that Flack stuck around.
Justice, no
flacking
peace.
from Neofeud 1.
No peace.
All right, light him up.
Fuck. No! Non-compete!
Christ, you shot him in the head.
It's a less lethal round.
What?
You broke his flacking skull, you monster.
Flack you flacking pigs.
It's not a proper cyberpunk if there isn't,
I'm a
like,
medic.
weird
Hold on.
slang like that. What do they call them in, they call each other in Cyberpunk 2077? Like, choom or something? Like, CHOOM? Choom? Oh my god, I mean, yeah.
Stop resisting, just calm down.
Stop trying to save his life.
What? I'm not resisting.
You flacking bastards.
That's right. Stay back, you damn terrorist toasters and dirty alien vermin, or we'll put you down too. Stop resisting. You need to stop resisting me.
I can't breathe, officer. I can't breathe.
Just chill out. Relax.
I'm not doing anything. Please.
She said she can't breathe. You're killing her.
You're overreacting, ma'am. We're just making an arrest. Just calm down and let us deal with the criminal. Is that a gun? Suspect has narcotics in her possession.
I don't have a gun or drugs. I don't do that stuff. Please.
Suspect just reached for my gun. Stop fighting me. Just stop fighting me.
I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, film it. We've got tech company deals to wipe your social media posts off the internet.
Jesus fucking Christ. What the fuck? Okay, can we convince them not to?
Get off of her! You're killing her! She can't breathe!
Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to step back. She attempted an assault on an officer and is in possession of illegal narcotics. I'm just performing a routine arrest.
Routine arrest? This is police murder! This is the Chappie Floyd incident all over again.
Sir, you're overreacting. Just settle down.
It's no use. He's not gonna stop this ongoing murder unless someone does something. I do like how the cops basically address, like, present-day cops. They don't really look that different from how cops look in the real world now. Fuck,
Mil-spec model humanoid perpetrator approaching. Switch to full lethal rounds. Aim for the cyberbrain casing.
Okay, not that. Maybe my invisimode? There might be something around here that can help shield me from the gunfire. Okay. Manhole? Maybe? Okay, I clearly need to use my robo-arm. The manhole cover is seized up. Years and years of neglect, oxidization, and acid rain will do that to cyber arms and city infrastructure alike. Neoliberon's sewer system is a mess. Regular fecal fountains from America Boulevard to Conquista Street. I might be able to get it open, but it'll take more force. Okay, I see what we have to do. Yeah! Well, I feel like I might have herniated half my spinal column and snapped a few synthetic back muscles like old rubber bands. But hey, the warranty on this stupid body is voided already. And more importantly, the manhole's open. Yay! Okay, we have the manhole. Now maybe we can use that. We can stop this guy and then use that to block it.
Mil-spec model humanoid perpetrator approaching. Switch to full lethal rounds. Aim for the cyberbrain casing.
No. Did I not? Oh, I didn't. Did I not pick up the fucking? Okay, I think that was my bad. Manhole cover. Yeah, I thought I was already in my inventory. This thing weighs a ton, but it's almost an inch thick, heavy metal. Could come in handy. All right. Maybe we just do it like this.
Mil-spec model humanoid perpetrator approaching. Switch to full lethal rounds. Aim for the cyberbrain casing.
Yeah, motherfucker! The shield will deflect the gunfire, but I can't pull the Kongori victim free at the same time. I can't manage this rescue myself. I'll need to enlist some help. Okay, yeah, that's a good point. Try again. Okay, we need to talk to one of them. Who would be a good call for this? You? I think I might be able to save her, but we're gonna need a getaway driver. Sorry, I can't drive myself, but one must be able to save her. Okay, what about this guy? We gotta do something to help her. Nope. The punk bot girl?
What have you done?
What have I done?
You two-timer, conspiring with that awful spoiled witch. Now there's blood all over your hands.
Look, I'm sorry. I know I was playing the double-crossing tool, but I swear I'm trying to help now.
Bollocks! How are you even planning to save her from that platoon of murderous neoliberon fuzz?
Leave that to me. Just take these keys. My car's right behind us.
That retro McFly Model 85 back there? That ancient thing starts?
It's a retro beater held together with duct tape and prayers, and it just had its front end pile driven by an Aero Lambo. But the engines are built like tanks. It should still start.
All right. I suppose we've got to try something. I hope you know what you're doing.
Okay. All right, we have a getaway driver. Great. I've got a getaway driver. Now all I gotta do is get past a hailstorm of less lethal, but actually pretty damn lethal gunfire, grab the Kongori future martyr, and get her into the car. Okay. So can we? Okay, maybe now we can do it.
Mil-spec model humanoid perpetrator approaching. Switch to full lethal rounds. Aim for the cyberbrain casing.
Okay, we need another. Okay, so we need someone to actually pull her free. Okay, maybe the hippie Terminator. Okay, so we need more than just a getaway driver. I could use some help.
I'm gonna need your help, soldier. You still down for getting tear gassed and night-sticked in defense of civilians?
I thought you'd never ask.
Hell yeah!
I can't stand idly by while these pig monsters murder that Kongori freedom fighter.
Never leave a sentient behind, right?
Fuck yeah!
Okay. I've got a makeshift shield, so I'll move in first and draw their fire.
And I'll pull up on your 6, grab the girl. Got it.
Exactly. Just wait for my signal.
Roger that.
Nice. All right. Now let's try this shit.
Let's do this, soldier.
I'm right behind you.
Mil-spec model humanoid perpetrator approaching. Switch to full lethal rounds. Aim for the cyberbrain casing. Yeah!
Fuck yeah!
Son of a bizbird, that was close. Thought I was as good as a recycled butt for a second there.
Too close. Thanks for getaway driving us from the scene of the police murder. I mean, excessive force.
Yeah, sorry for knocking over the fire hydrant
excessive force.
air kiosk with your car.
Wait, what about the other guy? Which other guy, Electrica?
Hey, at least the hydrant was rusted hollow and water-free. The car blew right through it, like a wildfire sandstorm tearing through a foreclosed house.
I love this
last
driving
year's
section.
Dust Bowl.
The hydrant just epically exploded into a cloud of brown, didn't it? Guess that's one silver lining of Immortan Corp buying up the water rights to price gouge H2O, cutting off city taps, letting infrastructure dissolve to paper mache.
The other guy that got shot? I'm pretty sure he's dead, Electrica. I think he died.
Anyway, it seems I might have misjudged you a tad. Maybe you're not just dancing to Lady Bisberg Zuckbucks' tune, but you do know how to boogie.
Hey, don't mention it. Hero bullshit, doing the Macarena, getting shot at by cops, all while being hours away from brain death, all in a day's work. Is she alright?
She looks like sledgehammered scoria, swimming in and out of consciousness. But she's still sucking air, or breathing, as the carbon-based sentients call it.
I love how all the signs you can see in the
but I'm not sure
background.
what exactly.
Like bombs, not food. And all the military recruitment officers. Alright, Our Kongori comrade is in critical condition. I've got to do something. Not really the time for fashion considerations. What can we do here?
Hey, can you hear me? Please tell me what you need.
No response. Is there anything in the medical bag? Okay, there's stuff in
I've
here.
got the bag open. Now what do you need?
Nothing.
Hey, come on. I'm no doctor for humies, let alone Kongori off-worlders. I don't know your blood-filled cables from your saliva-coated air tubes. You've got to throw me a bone here.
She appears to be out. Fuck. I like how they made the robotic voices robotic, but not annoying or inaudible.
Bisberg.
Oh yeah,
She
the
doesn't
voice
look so
acting is
good.
great in this game.
Might be going into
botch.
shock from internal
Same with the
leaking,
first game.
or as asphyxianizing from a crushed air pipe, thanks to the cop kneeling on her neck.
Mate, you're not making this any easier. You know which of these syringes or sprays will save her life?
Unfortunately, no. I'm no xenophysician myself.
Even if we take her to a hospital, since she's a poor xeno non-human without ultra-premium Cadillac insurance, the universal death care system will probably let her die in a hallway.
Universal death care.
And charge her $3,000 for the bench she croaks on, just to try something.
This is not looking good, but I gotta try something. Fuck, what do we do? Med gun? Green syringe? Blue syringe? Medical scissors? The symbol emblazoned on the side means either biohazard, zombie apocalypse, starter kit, curlicle, ninja stars, or immortality DNA reset spray, but I can never remember which. I'm afraid to try anything unless I know what it's doing. Alright, blue syringe? This looks promising. I mean, cyan blue stuff usually represents advanced, super cool technology that performs auto magic miracles. But I'd feel terrible if it turned out to be cotton candy syrup and she happened to be diabetic. There's gotta be some way to figure out what medical device to use. What else do I have? Green syringe? I'm not sure what this fluorescent green ooze is. Is it the radioactive toxic waste that spills downtown, turns utopian princes into teenage mutant ninja tutors? Like that super popular Glizzny kids show? I'm afraid to try anything unless I know what it's doing. Alright, I'm gonna take a wild guess and say she probably doesn't want to be mummified right now, but I'm not sure. Maybe she needs Cleopatrification? There must be some way to figure this out. What could we do here? Alright, can't talk to you. Hey. Okay, no, we get nothing there. Car interior? This ground car's seen better days, but it did help save us. Outside the car? It's really going to hellion in a handbasket out there. That's cool. I love that like Silverspook put in a second view like this, so you can just look out the window if you want to admire the like the city design. Seen enough? Wait, I want to keep looking out the window. That's enough of this dystopian hellscape. Fuck, what can we do here? Medical scissors? Did I try interacting with those? I don't think I need to cut her open right now. I'm no open heart surgeon, but one of her species has 3 hearts or something. Best figure out what needs to be done before I go through with anything. The bloke's driving, eh? Best leave him be. Focus on saving our Koto's compatriot. Hold on, let me make a save. There we go. Alright, this? Can't use those together. Can't figure that out. Dancing bullet-taking Iron Man. There must be something else that I can interact with that I'm missing. Gauze, blue syringe, green syringe, med gun. I gotta go to bed now. Good night, Olivia. Thanks for hanging out. I don't have to do this, do I? No. Okay. I thought maybe we use the earpiece to like call for help or something. Oh wait, here we go. Okay, I was wondering where. Okay, there we go.
There's a million different meds here.
Do you remember what the Kongori used on the anti-speciesism protester? I think they both evolved on the same planet. Adjacent life forms, species-wise.
Same seed organism, different apples on the same tree of life branch.
Right. And both had serious concussive trauma.
So whatever worked on the fallen protester will likely work on her?
Exactly.
Wait, what's an apple?
Apple. Is that like some failed tech startup? I never heard of it.
Oh, right. An apple is an ancient, extinct earthling fruit. Red, oblate, sweet. Kind of like a Gregian wonder fruit trademark. Minus the gene mods that make them poisonous without the pricey Gregian antidote to prevent pirate grow-ops and community gardens from using copyrighted genomes. Yeah, apples used to grow on trees back on Earth. When Earth had trees, a Benjamin would net you 100 galas of Fujis or Brayburns or...
Wow. You really know a lot of deep-cut human backstory.
That's interesting that she knows that. Because, like, this was the body that Princess Sybil Clinton Bush used to... like, secretly test Carl Carbon at the start of Neofeud 1. I wonder if, like, she is doing that again, or maybe another character, because, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the same cyborg.
Benjamins? Who are those guys?
An old street slang term for cash money. I had an Earthling John at Puppet Playhouse that used to call it that when he tipped me in physical utopian dollars after the whips and ball gag happy hour.
I don't remember myself. You wouldn't happen to recall what she used.
I don't remember what meds she used myself. Do you?
I don't remember either, but I might be able to recall it with my Galaxy Brain S5's Polaroid flashback function. If it hasn't been degraded by bit rot or destroyed by neural spam viruses.
Okay. How do I do that? Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, I figured it out. Nice.
Stupid Cybrain glitching out again. Hold on, give me a sec.
Are you sure you want to format your Galaxy Brain S6 neural drive? Your memories, personality matrix,
what?
and entire conscious existence will be deleted by this action.
Yes
or no?
What the fuck?
Oh shit. No. Negative. Nil. Negatory. Undo. Cancel. Exnay.
Neural substrate formatting has been cancelled.
Oh, thank jobs.
Fucking hell.
There we go. Alright. Let's scan.
That's fucked. That's incredibly
hope
fucked.
they're not distorted to
How's the feuding? It's great, Teo. Ooh, I love the visual of him looking
cooking.
back through it.
Enhance 911 to 1337.
911 delete.
80085 to 31415.
Boobs.
Freeze frame and bump the contrast. Looks like she used the cyan blue syringe.
You're certain? Yeah, it looks pretty blue to me. All right, I know what med to use, thanks.
All right,
Please work.
there we go. Yes, we did it!
Oh, thank God, machine. It looks like it worked.
Phew, that's a relief.
How are you feeling?
Like I was a hurdle to the ground. smashed in the head with the butt of an assault rifle, then knelt on for 8 minutes in attempted police murder by positional asphyxiation.
Yeah, that's the gist of it. Good to hear you're still with us. And hey, even after that beating, your memory's still better than mine.
I am happy to be martyr for our cause, but I would prefer to do it on my feet, plasma rifle in hand. I won't forget this. Thank you, both of you.
Of course.
Hell yeah. I had to save you, or I'd definitely be dead.
If that cop had floyded you, I'd be shit out of luck, having burnt my diamond-studded bridge with that highborn Karen. It's an Obi-Wan, you're my only hope situation.
You still risk your freedom, your life, or being flayed by the Torment Nexus, or to defend a restaurant
Torment
member from
Nexus.
the elite.
They finally built it.
This.
What's in the hypo anyway? Superhero juice?
50 cc's of somatic cloud nanites. Like a swarm of 1 million microscopic mad fairies synthesizing leukocytes and collagen to accelerate healing tenfold. It can even produce DNA-specific cancer treatments.
I don't know what half of that even means, being short on meatware myself.
I am certified in medical care for dozens of species from Ventura University. I don't know how you two managed to diagnose and treat me, but I can't thank you enough.
What's the plan now?
Hey, sorry to rush you, but my personality matrix is gonna be evicted from this body into nothingness soon without your help.
Yes, I still owe you a great debt, a kuolana, as my people call it, and kuolana must be repaid. First, we will need to shatter the crystal ball. The Palantir within. The all-listening ears can hear a pin drop, feeding intelligence to the enemy.
The Palantir within.
I must
That's
warn
perfect.
you, however, the procedure is not without risks.
Oh, shit.
Alright, whatever it takes, just keep me alive another few cycles. Alright, whatever it takes, just keep me alive another few cycles. Wait, what just happened?
Oh no, the process is beginning. Quickly, head to Gibson and Biden Street.
Biden Street.
Pittsburgh. It's like I can feel my soul loosening
Oh no!
from my substrate. You don't gotta tell me twice.
Quickly, we've got to save Nostro's brain. Take me to the corner of Gibson and Biden Street.
This is it. Paradise Estates. Head up to floor 87 and ask the locals for Mad American. They will know you're coming.
Mad American? That sounds like bad news. You're not coming up too?
It is too risky. You will have to go alone.
And then what? Am I supposed to hunt around for a rabid star-spangled human?
I'm unable to divulge more this time for our own security. Go before the brazen walls of your skull become your casket.
Right, but...
I've already said too much. Go now!
Okay, I'm going. Okay, I'm going.
Okay, fuck. Alright. Fuck yeah.
Time to find this Mad American. I've got 36 hours till my existence rent is due. Wait, I swear I had even less time than that. What's going on?
Oh fuck, our brains crashing down. Shit. Oh, God. Alright, let me make a save. Call this one. Alright, I think I might end stream there for today, though, because it's getting kind of late, and I'm also, like, fucking starving. But I am fucking loving Neofeud, too. It's so good. I'm glad I could convince so many of you to play the game. Like, Olivia's gonna stream it now, too, the first game. That, you know, I'm glad I could turn so many of you on to it. Okay, good night, Shark. Yeah, sorry, I'm just, like, very hungry and tired. I need to fucking eat something. And I made some pretty good progress. I mean, you know, I was playing Neofeud 2 for like 2.5 hours there or so. We made some pretty decent story progress. I'm enjoying the pace it's proceeding at. Alright, who's on now? I guess I could raid Amy. But anyway, I'll be streaming tomorrow. Olivia and I will be doing more Fallout. And then after that, it'll be Chibi Trash, Cinema Club, and Half-Life and Mr. Shark Theater for the rest of the week. I'm also going to do the Esoteric Ebb sponsored stream soon. So that'll be fun to do in the next week or two, because I'd love to see the first game too. If you want to watch it botched, on my Twitch channel, the VODs are all there in a highlight. There's a Neofeud like highlighted collection botched. If you, after I end stream, if you just look at my highlighted videos, you should be able to find all the Neofeud ones. It's also on my YouTube too, the playthrough, if you want to watch it there. But yeah, it was super fun. But yeah, if you want to check it out, you can watch it in those two places. Alright, I gotta go. Thank you for the raid, Silver Spook. I know you went to bed. Oh, you left a while ago, but yeah, I just wanted to say thanks and for hanging out in chat a bit again. Alright, good night, everybody. Love you all, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.